Since Jose Mourinho has arrived at Spurs, Harry Kane has been a key figure in his lineup. In fact, he's played every single minute apart from the last 15 against Southampton, where, of course, the Englishman was forced to limp off. Spurs confirmed today it's a hamstring injury, which could keep him out for up to 2 months. Let's go to a former Spurs player, shall we, Kasey? This is just adding to Mourinho's woes. The new manager bounces well and truly boinged off.
Well, you were saying, obviously Harry Kane's going to play for pretty much every team in the world. So, yeah, of course, he's going to have those kind of minutes under Mourinho. But it's tough when you have a star striker in any club who has been responsible for a majority of your goals for several years. And now, you're going through a little bit of a tough spell over the last couple of weeks. Mourinho had a good bounce when he got in, kind of got him from 14th up to 6th. And then those last couple of results where they really could have kind of jumped into a Champions League spot, they fall short. Now you lose, Harry Kane for the foreseeable future. Yeah, there's no question that it's tougher on Mourinho exactly at a time when you just thought maybe they could move forward and establish themselves in that probably final Champions League spot that nobody wants to take a hold of.
Yeah, I know. It's interesting, isn't it? Mark Ogden, obviously you were very excited with Jose Mourinho being appointed as Spurs coach. It hasn't quite gone, is it, as everyone would have expected, certainly over the last few weeks. Spurs look a little flat and don't particularly look like they know what they're doing.
Not like Kasey said, the bounce has flatlined, hasn't it? It's not really happened for Tottenham since the turn of the year, really. But I do think that Mourinho will get it right after a summer window. But at the moment, he's having to patch up with players that he's got. And I think Kane being out is obviously a massive blow. They've got a tough cup tie at the weekend. They've got Liverpool next week in the Premier League. We saw last season when Kane was missing for, I think, the last 2 months of the season with Dele Alli, Son and Lucas Moura. They got to the Champions League final, so they can score goals and win games without Harry Kane. But he is a big part of Tottenham's machinery, and even more so, I think, under Mourinho, because he likes the team to have a strong centre forward. So no Kane means big problems for Mourinho. But let's be honest, Tottenham have been underperforming for 6 to 9 months under Pochettino, so it's perhaps no surprise that after that initial bounce, it's gone back to how it was, because these Tottenham players haven't done it for a while now. So Mourinho's a great coach, but he's not a magician. I think that the magic's worn off pretty quickly.
Ian and Stevie had a big discussion yesterday, Mark, regarding whether or not Mourinho goes strong away against Borough. It's a trophy, so people are suggesting that he will go with his strongest 11 because we know what he's like with trophies. What do you think?
It's a really tough one. I think he's going to focus everything on the Champions League and finish in top 4 Premier League. I think that the FA Cup for Mourinho, I think he might just look at it and think, right, time to rest some players. I think he'd want to give it a full team, but I think looking at the final 6 months of the season, finishing top 4 or even top 6 and doing well the Champions League is the key. And I think the FA Cup will have to fall by the wayside because they haven't got the players and resources to push for it. And obviously Middlesbrough away is a very tricky game because Middlesbrough have had a bit of a revival recently. It's a game that you could easily see Middlesbrough winning this one. So I just think Mourinho will look at it, be pragmatic and think, stick to the Premier League and the Champions League.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.